Well, some classrooms in our state are practically empty, and people are missing work as South Carolina continues to see some of the highest flu numbers across the country.
Yeah, empty desks in both the classroom and the office thanks to this flu season in South Carolina has been wild. News 19's Shelly Garzone got a chance to speak with the Department of Health and ask all these questions, Shelly, that we wanted to see, like, why is it so bad this season?
Yeah, Andrea, Erica, that's right. As we all know, one of us or maybe two of us know someone who has gotten the flu this season, and that's because the Department of Health is saying that flu numbers in South Carolina have only continued to rise since the beginning of flu season. There's been no decline since the beginning of the season, and not only has those numbers continued to rise, there's also been increase in hospitalization and unfortunately deaths due to the flu in South Carolina. Now, like you said, I got the chance to speak with the Department of Health, who was able to break down those numbers. Take a look.
You can see it around when you're walking around class. You can see the people coughing and the people struggling and the people that are absent because of it.
Flu season has hit the Palmetto State hard this year, with more than 10,000 cases reported in the week of January 26th to February 1st alone. That number comes from the state's Department of Public Health, who tells me cases in South Carolina have not decreased since the beginning of flu season.
We're definitely seeing very high activity. We have been for several weeks. The last couple weeks, we are just now kind of reaching similar numbers to the peak of last season.
While the number of cases hasn't surpassed last year's flu season yet, the Department of Health says hospitalizations due to the flu are on the rise.
The total for last flu season was 3,913. So we have surpassed our total numbers as of last week from last season, and we've also surpassed our weekly highest number from last season.
11 deaths related to the flu have been reported in the Midlands, bringing the state total to 67. Anna Catherine Birch, a pediatric physician with Prisma Health, says one of the best ways to decrease chances of hospitalization from the flu is to make sure you get your flu shot.
We always recommend to try to protect yourself every year from the flu by getting that flu shot, because it's the best way to protect yourself, regardless if it's a mild flu season or a very severe flu season.
According to the Department of Health, last flu season, over 1 million people in South Carolina received their flu shot. This year, that number is totaling to 952,517. Physicians in the area say they've seen an increase in both children and adults getting the flu this year.
Influenza typically presents with very high fever. We're seeing this year at least 103, 104s in the pediatric population. It can make you feel very fatigued, so not have very good energy. You usually get some kind of what we call myalgia, so your body hurts, your muscles hurt.
There have been more than 40,000 flu cases reported this season so far, but with the warmer weather months on the way, numbers could potentially decrease.
We do tend to see more activity in the winter months when people are in close contact with others. So people are inside, they're not getting that good air ventilation. So hopefully with the weather warming up, as people going outside and having a little bit more space from others will help cut down some of that disease transmission.
And folks at home might be wondering why this flu season has been so different than last, and physicians tell me that there is no rhyme or reason. Unfortunately, there wasn't an exact answer of why we might be seeing some increase in cases this year. They are telling me no two flu seasons look the same, but that's why they want to remind folks that it's super important to get your flu shot. And I know it's February, but they're saying there's still time for you to get your flu shot to make sure you're protected from the flu that's going on out there. Andrea, Erica, back to you.
All right, I loved this update. I needed it. Thank you, Shelly. Hope everybody stays healthy.
And hopefully the warmer temperatures can kind of like get rid of all the germs.
Open the windows.